Hi there, Steve Kaufman. We are now approaching or starting week 4 of this 12-week course, this 12-week concentrated effort to achieve a breakthrough in the language. And I've spoken about the importance of doing something every day, the importance of varying your activities, the fundamental importance of listening, because listening comprehension is, to my mind, the most important skill. With good listening comprehension, you read better, you get to speak better, so you need to do a lot of listening, and listening is easy to fit into your schedule. But today I want to talk about linking. Linking is sort of the unique function at Link, L-I-N-G-Q, link. When we say linking, we mean creating links. We mean if you're on your iPad with a stylus, pointing at a word or clicking on a word, in order to see, first of all, what it means. Now remember, the meaning of the word, we call it a hint, because a word can have different meanings in different contexts. The dictionary definition sometimes is not relevant to the text that you are looking at, and so that this hint is sort of a start. It helps you, start the process of getting a sense of what a word means, how it's used with which other words, what's the full scope of the meaning. And when you look a word up, don't, depending on the language you're learning and your native language, there are a variety of dictionaries that you can hook up to at Link. So choose one that you like, and I tend to use several different dictionaries because they provide different services if you want. Sometimes I just use hints that other people have chosen. Don't forget, we store hints that other people have selected so that you needn't go to the dictionary. But sometimes that's not the hint or the meaning that you want for a particular context. And so very often I go to other dictionaries. And dictionaries can sometimes have different interpretations of words. So it's useful to look at different dictionaries, and I tend to rely on those dictionaries that I find the best. And, very often in, say, Romance languages, where, verb endings, tenses, or the declensions in Slavic languages are things that cause us difficulty. And so then there are some dictionaries that are better than others at showing us, for example, context reverso is very good in this regard. So you'll see the verb, you'll see where it fits in, you'll see what the conjugation is. And so I like to have these different resources that I can use when I, create a link and look up a word. You can tag your links. You can look up sort of the grammatical, sometimes in some of the languages we tell you this is a noun, and then you can look up in our grammar resources how nouns or verbs function in that language. So there are lots of bits of information you can get when you create a link. Now, the next thing about creating links is that you have now started, or you've added these to your database of words and phrases. So even though you won't remember the first time you look up a word, the next time you see that word, which was blue, generally speaking, when you created that link, it's now yellow. It's now yellow, and it's a darker yellow, and gradually moves to a lighter and lighter shade of yellow as you get a better and better sense of the meaning of that word. Once you've created a link, you can now review these links in flashcards, dictation, fill in the blanks, multiple choice, the different activities that we have. And here again, I like to do this when I move from page to page when I'm reading a lesson at Link, but other people like to do it in the vocabulary section using the spaced repetition model that we have. So there are a variety of ways in which, once you've created these links, you can then review them and get a better handle on these and try to remember them. So, and links also, when you create links, not only is the number of links you create an indication of your activity level, because you should be creating links. I create links, even if I kind of half know the meaning of the word, I link it. And sometimes, when I have moved a word to known, either because I manually did so, or I never saved it initially because I thought I knew the meaning of the word and then I'm not so confident anymore. Any word that has already moved to white, you can link it again, and the statistics adjust. So my goal is to make my page at Link lighter and lighter in color. Blue becomes yellow, yellow becomes white. But sometimes a word has moved to white prematurely, and then I just link it again. So I don't hesitate to create links. And creating links is an indication that you are active. And the more active you are, the faster you're going to learn. And of course, creating links helps the system guess at what you know, because words that you don't link, that you encounter, blue words that you encounter that you don't link, the system assumes that you know. And so you get this known words total gradually growing. And again, it's not scientific. Ideally, like LingQ will not save numbers, so that doesn't add to your known words total. And if it's a place name or a personal name or a word in another language, then you use the X to ignore it, or you can do that with your cursor, and in that way it's not added to your total. But the known words total, again, is a rough indicator of your progress in the language. It's a rough indicator of your activity level. It's not a scientific number, but it also depends on you creating links. So there are many, many reasons why you should be actively creating links, both of words and phrases, as a big part of your learning activity. So starting on week 4, let's get out there and create a lot of links.